Hi, this is Christine. It is Friday, November 13. It's in the afternoon, and I was washing some dishes today after lunch, and this thought came to me. I was watching an Andy Griffith Show rerun last night, so that would have been, the night of the 12th, and in it, I think this might have been the first time that Jim Nabors, who plays Gomer Pyle in the show, sang. He, Jim Nabors, actually has a beautiful voice and is a singer first rather than an actor. I remember my mom liked his voice. I think she even had some of his albums when I was growing up. I learned that Gomer was a singer actually through my mom and an actor second, and then eventually I saw and heard him sing on the Andy Griffith Show, and he really does have a beautiful voice. In this particular episode, they were singing a church song, Santa Lucia. I didn't think anything of it until today, the next day, while I'm standing here washing my dishes, and the song is coming back into my head from last night, and this is what came to me. Lucia is a version of the name Lucy, or it can also come from the root Lucifer. And I think everyone knows who he is. Lucifer is supposedly the devil. He is mentioned in the Bible as being an angel of light who fell and then became the archenemy of God the Father and Jesus. There is Jesus, who is also Michael. Jesus is his name when he is the Savior. Michael is his name when he is in battle mode and is captain of the hosts and is ready for war. But they are supposedly the same person. Then you have Lucifer and Gabriel. The name Lucifer in the Bible means light bearer, meaning his job was to bear the light of God to the world, but instead he fell and went dark, hence becoming evil. Lucifer comes from luminescent or shining. It's what a light bulb does, it shines. And obviously light, the divine. When we shine our lights, we're shining the divine's love and light. People think that God, or in this case I will call the divine, is going to destroy Lucifer and then make this world all love and light with no darkness in it. Thing is, he didn't have to destroy Lucifer. By Lucifer going dark, he already destroyed himself. The truth is, we do still have darkness. I mean, just look at the nighttime sky every evening. It goes dark outside. But darkness can also be beautiful because you can see the lights best at night or in the dark. I mean, look at the city lights shimmering on a lake in the darkness at night. That is beautiful. A fireplace on an evening night is also beautiful, and the stars in the night sky only shine and come out and are seen in darkness. So darkness has a purpose and is beautiful in its own right. What came to me while I was washing dishes is that Lucifer is not going to be destroyed. First of all, by going dark, he sort of destroyed himself, because he put his light out. But rather, he's going to be transformed, and he will be reinstated back to his original job of being a light bearer again and shining his light for the divine. Because really all you have to do is turn the light bulb from being off and dark to just turning it back on and shining light again. And that will happen when his light, quote unquote, inside of him gets turned back on. He will then go from being evil and dark back to being a light bearer and carrying the light of the divine in him again. Remember that energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transformed, and Lucifer may have served his purpose. And what he did was allow all of us to see and experience what life would be like without light in it. Hence, we have the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages, etc., of when people were tortured. Oh, interesting, when people were tortured. I just mentioned this previously, that people who are in hell are still tortured souls. We were and have been in darkness and in hell, quote unquote, for centuries. And Lucifer, the one who went dark, is the one who has been reigning. We have only been seeing the change or have been given the chance to experience life without love and light in it. It was just a chapter or a time in the lesson book of history, that is all. The history of the universe. All of us, however, I think are done with this history lesson, so to speak, and want to go back to living in love and light again, and the divine is granting us that wish. Why? Because now we can all appreciate the light. Before, when we all lived in light, we had nothing in contrast against it, and some of us were not appreciative of that luxurious life we had been given. I mean, everything in the Garden of Eden was given to us. We didn't have to work for anything. And things were easy for us because no one had fallen. But the divine allowed us to experience life without his privileges and without an easy life, so to speak, where we had to go and work by the sweat of our brow. And we got the chance to see what life was like in darkness, which is in contrast to what we had been living, in essence, sort of spoiled. I really am thinking now that Lucifer was a chosen vessel simply to carry out this plan for us to see and feel and experience what it feels like for life to suck, in essence, because we were not appreciative of life being easy for us. If you don't appreciate something, it gets taken away from you, and then you get to experience life from the other side of the tracks, so to speak. I don't know if any of this means anything, but that is what came to me, or if it makes any sense. But that's what came to me while I was washing dishes today and remembering that song, Santa Lucia, from the Andy Griffith Show last night that I was watching. Lucifer is not someone to be hated. He just had a job to do for the divine, and that was to show all of us and to let all of us experience the darker side of life. And now that we know it sucks over there with torture, we will appreciate the light all the much more. And when you appreciate something, you get it back, or you get to return back to it again, or it gets returned to you. And that is what came to me. Lucifer is the devil. Lucifer, or the devil, is not someone to be afraid of. He is just another piece of the puzzle with his own job to do for the world. When you realize this, however, the truth will set you free, and he can go back to being an angel of light for you again instead of an angel of darkness. Remember, energy gets transformed, not destroyed. You can't destroy energy. Lucifer, or Satan, or the devil gets transformed, not destroyed. Lucifer supposedly became Satan when he fell. It was a name change for him, and with that, a character change. Reinstate him back, and Satan will go back to being Lucifer again, the light bearer. It is that simple. Anyway, that's what came to me, so I just thought I'd share it. I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll talk to you later in the next video, whenever that is. Okay, bye-bye. Transform yourselves from darkness back to light again, and you too will be reinstated again, and your light will once again shine also. I think this is also why gratitude is important. When people appreciate what they have, there is gratitude and thankfulness. The fallen angels went dark because they didn't appreciate the good life the divine had given them. They wanted to see what else was out there and got to experience darkness then along with the light. Again, this is just something that came to me. I don't know if there is anything to it.